Hello, everyone. Okay, I'm sharing my screen here to go over a question that is puzzling everyone in the group. I am on the component one written commentary, and many people are saying, Tracy, what is the difference between questions 3 and 5? But some of you are even saying, what's the difference in question 1 and 3? I don't get it. Or 2 and 3, sorry. I don't get it. I don't understand. I've already described it, and now it's asking me something different. So let me give you my best attempt at telling you what to do here so that you understand. And somebody's actually said Tracy attaches this to milestones. Well, milestones, remember, are developed throughout the work. Milestones are what makes the work go from just something that happened right in your classroom to something bigger where other people were involved, where there were incremental steps to it. And it wasn't just taking a course and then putting whatever that course was into action. So this is kind of inch stones to milestones. It's a little more in depth than just one thing. Anyway, so over to these questions. Question number 2 says, identify your PGE, provide a title. Some people say no title needed, just provide a title. It really helps your assessor. Describe your PGE and explain how your PGE demonstrates a response to identified needs. Now, this is really, really, really important because those of you who have been through my boot camp or those of you in my Renew Like a Pro cohort and program know that I like to make sure that you take this description of your PGE and the explanation of it and weave it all into a story. And the story really, really, really helps to solidify the milestone. So number 3 then, in thinking about what I've put in yellow, number 3 is part of this description. So you don't really have to answer these questions 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Part of the description of your PGE is going to be you're explaining how you've acquired and deepened your certificate area specific content knowledge and or your pedagogical knowledge. So what is the difference? The difference is content is what the students will know and be able to do, and pedagogy is the vehicle. It's how they get there. It's the platform maybe, or the strategy. That's your pedagogical knowledge and skills, which I didn't do there. Let me do that. Okay, so remember all of this, the acquired, deepened, certificate area specific content knowledge and or pedagogical knowledge and skills go into your description. So they're a step in your description. And these things could include that you've done self-study, that you've gone to PD, professional development workshops, webinars, you've learned from someone else, you've gone and observed someone else, or you've been a leader possibly. I acquire and deepen my knowledge all the time just by coaching many of you. So that is really a loaded question that really should be embedded down in the description of your PGE. And then you are also going to be able to sprinkle that student impact, that direct student impact right along with the description. Oh, I took this course. I learned a lot about STEM education and how I can make it go from STEM to STEAM. And this was the impact on my students' learning, or indirect or direct. So this then also gets interwoven into the description of the PGE. And so, and then I like to interweave into the story anytime you've integrated technology into that same description. So it kind of goes together. And when you've ensured fairness and equity of access with, again, that same thing if we were going from STEM to STEAM. And so we put all of that together with the student impact and with all of the people that you interacted with, involved others, which will really support you building a milestone here. All of these things that you see in yellow, they just kind of get interwoven with the pieces that go into that PGE. And then at the end, when you are finished, then you go back to this part. If I can make this work, I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to make this work. Well, anyway, number 5 and number 9, that's reflective voice. If you were in the boot camp and you heard me talk about those reflective stems, you want to be in reflective voice. You really want to be thinking about the future or things that you would change. What are your next steps going to be? Talk about your milestone. Don't make your assessor guess what your milestone is. Let them know. As I reflect on this work, I see a milestone when, or of, or because. What were the goals that you accomplished through this PGE? Reflect on it. Say, through this work, I see that I've done this. In the future, I'm going to do this. These are my next steps. So number 5 is very different from number 3, because you must get into the reflective voice. And that is one of your bullet points on your rubric, is that you can get in that reflective voice and you can notice patterns and themes in your work, which is down here in number 9. You do not have to answer all 4 of these questions in both PGEs, but if it's relative and you can, go for it. Do it. It just makes it even more stronger. But definitely, if I were advising you from a coaching standpoint, I would say number 5 and number 9 get answered at the end, and everything you see here in yellow gets mixed together. So that's what I would say to you. I hope this helps. Thank you to all the ladies and gentlemen that actually tagged me to understand this. So I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I hope that you get busy writing soon. Everybody, let's get this done.